Hope is one of the most important things that people need if they're going to take steps toward healing. So we hope to be a beacon of hope in this neighborhood. On the top floor of this building, we will host the headquarters for the Recovery Cafe Network. And the Recovery Cafe Network is the branch of our work dedicated to helping groups all over the country start recovery cafes. So this building will be a place of healing and hope in a neighborhood, the neighborhood with the most immense need in our city. And it will be a place where people connect with each other. Our plan is to welcome people into a community of belonging and a community of healing, a community in which individuals will come to know that their lives matter, that they are loved, that they have gifts that are needed by all of us, that this will be a place of healing, a place of hope.
Well, Britt, it's all about community here. You can feel the warmth immediately when you step through the doors. In fact, they so generously got up bright and early so I could be inside for my live shots this morning. Now, this is all among a real need for services like this. Recovery Cafe Longmont supports people in some crucial years of their lives with something as simple as a meal sometimes. That's as they rebuild their lives. They break the cycle of addiction, overcome crisis or trauma. The cafe wants to stand in the gap between crisis and stability by being a source of empowerment. They really have a big heart for these folks here. Now, a little bit about the need for the community as well. County data says that in Colorado, more than 1,000 people died due to drug overdose in 2017. And cafe staff says that number is much too large.
Not only do we have members that are recovering from drugs and alcohol, but also mental health or mental illness, substance and alcohol, homelessness, grief and loss. We have a few members that are in remission from cancer, domestic violence, sexual assault. I mean, we believe everyone is in recovery from something. It's not our externals, our externals that seem to make us different, but it's our similarities, our internals that bond us on that very human level.
Recovery Cafe launched in Vancouver this morning. The Kettle Society created a cafe community on Clark Drive in East Georgia that will support people recovering from substance abuse, mental illness, and homelessness. The cafe already has close to 50 members, and the organization hopes there will be 100 by next summer. The program helps people set a treatment plan based on what they think would work best for them. In a survey of 300 Recovery Cafe members, over 96% reported the cafe has increased their desire to recover.
There's a new resource here in central Indiana helping people in recovery. The Recovery Cafe is now open in Fishers, providing support for people battling addiction or mental health challenges. There's also assistance for people experiencing domestic violence or homelessness. We talked with the executive director tonight, who told us how important this work is.
It's so exciting when, you can just continue to support people that, as like you said, that have burned bridges and don't have that support that they might need, and that they finally kind of believe in themselves and are able to really make a change in their life.
The program is membership-based. The membership is free, but there are guidelines for people who want to participate.
Music, coffee, and conversation. Just some of the things you'll find inside the Recovery Cafe.
The most important thing to me about the cafe is that we're very inclusive, so we're trying to make everyone feel welcome coming here. If you want to pick up a guitar and strum on a guitar, or you're not that into music and you want to play some games, and we just want to have all these options available for things to do when people show up.
Ryan Marsden says this is a space for people who are dealing with things like mental health struggles, trauma, substance abuse, and more. Marsden, who is in recovery himself, says he came across a similar cafe in Lafayette. He knew he wanted to give back to the community and decided to bring the concept to Fort Wayne.
The purpose of the cafe is really connection, so just bringing folks together who are like-minded or going through similar struggles possibly, just into a safe and sober atmosphere.
Here's how it works. To go to the cafe on a regular basis, you'll have to sign up to become a member, which requires a few things. One, that you agree to be sober or clean for 24 hours before attending. 2, you agree to give back to the community in some way. And 3, you attend one therapeutic group circle a week.
It's a beautiful thing, actually, to be able to have a connection, you know, with some of the worst things about your life, you know, and now you're connecting with people who understand, who love, who, you know, are about the same thing you are.
Lisa Henry is also in recovery, and she's been coming to the cafe for a little more than a year now. She says she's so thankful for the support.
You definitely will be a part of, you know, and sometimes that's what we're looking for, is to be a part of something that is healthy. It's just a beautiful place to be, and you feel it from within, you know what I'm saying? It's not just like surface stuff, so yeah. I love it.
The Recovery Cafe on Mary Street is now open for business. WHS 11's Alexis Jones and photojournalist Emma Gefter have more on what you can expect during a visit.
Conversations over coffee. That's where healing can now begin. Recovery Cafe opened its doors for the first time Tuesday.
Come on in.
The goal, to provide a safe place for people on the road to recovery.
We're able to say, come, stay, get well among us, build a strong foundation to keep growing, healing, and contributing to the larger community and world.
The Seattle-based company is a freestanding sanctuary without a formal treatment component. Director Sarah Shamoli and J.D. Donson say everyone is welcomed, whether you're struggling with alcohol use disorder or trauma.
There's a lot of people out there that need us.
Recovery services in the Louisville area, a lot of it is religious-based. It's more of a place for really anybody. No one's turned away because of anything you believe or what you look like. It's all-inclusive in that way.
Sarah says members will be served coffee and meals, followed by group discussions and exercises. They can also work at the cafe if they desire.
It's run by peers, it's run by members.
Right now, the cafe is held inside of a small space on Mary Street, but directors say they do plan to expand. In the meantime, the community space will be open every Monday to help build connections and create real change. In Louisville, Alexis Jones, WHAS 11 on your side.
The Recovery Cafe in Sullivan has been improving lives in the local community for 1 year now. The program aims to help anyone from any walk of life that is struggling.
We offer a lot of different classes and stuff here for anybody in recovery. The idea is it is for anybody recovering from anything. So it doesn't matter if it's alcohol, substances, people experiencing homelessness, domestic violence. The idea is that we all need recovery from something. And so we want to form that community and that connection in order to help us get through that.
Even after helping countless people in the community, the Recovery Cafe isn't satisfied. The support staff has their eyes set on future goals.
I think one of our biggest goals is to figure out a way to just offer more resources to our members, offer more activities to the members, figure out more events for families to come together and enjoy what we do together.
The community has seen the positive impact that the cafe has brought to Sullivan. Many have even joined in themselves to lend a helping hand.
I just had one of the board members sit next to me while they were talking a few minutes ago, while everyone was up here, and she said that it gave her chills to see how many people here in this small rural community are here to support and engage in recovery services. Like how impactful that is to see so many people coming together to support each other.
After talking with some of the support staff, they all love a certain aspect of this job.
Absolutely the members. Watching the members grow, come out of their shells. I mean, it's like watching flowers bloom. It's one of the greatest things you could possibly imagine for a job.
What's happening at a place called the Recovery Cafe on East 4th Plain Boulevard in Vancouver is different.
So you never actually showed up there? You just called? She just called. Okay, yeah.
The city's community court happens every Monday in a cramped conference room with a court commissioner in charge and a whole host of people there to help.
We have a flyer, don't we? We can get a flyer for that.
The result?
Within the course of 2 months, you can see some people's lives really change.
Kevin McClure is the city prosecutor. He's been at it a long time.
And this is 30 years of me prosecuting crimes, and this is one of the most innovative programs I've ever been a part of. So I'm really excited about the court.
For those of the Recovery Cafe in Lexington, providing safe and sober fun is one of their main goals.
But what is really cool is that we want to enrich our lives in community through artistic expression. And sometimes people come and do pottery, or they're coming for a concert, and it's relearning how to have fun and how to be creative in a sober environment.
For Brandon Ray, he says he knows the power the arts and fellowship can have on recovery.
I was killing myself with alcohol, man, and I couldn't stop. And something within, here lately has changed in my life, and these people and these folks and this music and all this stuff has really kind of played a part in that. And I'm just trying to spread a message that's been given to me.
This prompted Ray to help coordinate Epiphany, an event at the Recovery Cafe that includes live music, food, and more.
Life enrichment is a really big part of what it means to be a human being, and just because I don't have a place to live or I'm struggling doesn't mean I don't get to have a good time or to experience things that can touch my spirit.
For Ray, he says there's joy in being a part of someone's recovery journey, even if it's just through offering events like this.
When something good's going, like everybody wants to get involved and everybody wants to help out, and that's the beauty of the deal. And that's what we need to, the world needs more of that stuff.
In Lexington, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
One of the places folks can find community is at Recovery Cafe Indy.
We believe in harm reduction. So if somebody wants to come in and explore what it's like to reduce use, fantastic.
Kevin Espirito and Tiffany Richardson with We Bloom work to create a safe, drug and alcohol-free space right here in central Indiana. They estimate that around 100 people filter in and out of their Delaware Street location on any given day.
The opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection.
Anyone is welcome to visit Recovery Cafe as a guest for the day. The only stipulation is that they must be drug and alcohol free for 24 hours prior to entering.
But when you come up in here, we know your name, we know who you are, we know your strength, we know your weaknesses, and we try to have you grow up here in the space.